Hey, good people. How's everyone doing? Trust that all is well with everyone. I'm gonna get in and get out, right? Just want to jump on and share a little bit, right? Um, there's a lot going on in the markets, as always, right? Either market going up or the market is going down, or seesawing, going up and down, and what have you. I hope everyone is making money, and when you're not making money, I hope you are choosing wisely, right? As my good friend Larry Jones like to say, sometimes you got to be like a fireman where when it's red, when there's blood in the streets, you got to keep on buying, right? You got to keep on buying, keep on building your positions, take advantage of the buying opportunities. Keaton Grace likes to say, sometimes you just got to hold your nose. In other words, when it's in the red, when everything smell it, don't smell good at all, right? And you got to keep on buying. But not just saying keep on buying anything. The idea is do your research, right? Make sure you're building your positions into good companies, quality stock, quality crypto that has reasons to bounce back and continue to move it upwards, right? So when it comes to cryptos, excuse me, the number one crypto is what? Bitcoin. Number two is Ethereum. And then three be bouncing back and forth between XRP and what have you, Binance and what have you. But whatever the case may be, three of the hottest cryptos out there right now is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Of course, there are some other cryptos just doing some great things, but those are the top three that you can't lose with, right? Bonk and Pepe is doing some good things. Undo, Virtual. Um, what else? H-Bar, and a few other things, right? I've been a lover of ICP for a long time, and I don't see that changing no time soon for me. But anyway, you should be DCA and dollar cost averaging into your positions and building your positions, especially they say let your winners run, your winners run, what have you. You're winning if you have Bitcoin. You're winning if you have XRP. You're winning if you have Ethereum, right? And if you're not winning, that means you were afraid to continue to buy when it was deep in the red, right? When Ethereum was beat down, it was in the low 2000s for the longest, right? Now we've been above 3,000, right? And if you've really been watching and following Ethereum, it was down to 8.99 a while back in crypto winter. That's neither here nor there. You can't rewind it and bring it back. But so if you're not in profit with Ethereum, then you need to just keep DCAing. But you buy smaller amounts when it's running up, right? Versus buying larger amounts when it's beat down. Bitcoin pulled all the way back over the past couple of days. I don't know exactly how far it fell, but I know I was looking at it and I said, well, maybe I need to put a few more dollars in there. But to each his own. You got to do what's best for you, what's best for your strategy, right? You should be building your stock positions, right? The stock has been around a lot longer than crypto, right? The stock has been around since 1792. It's not going anywhere. It's built for the intent purpose to help folks grow their wealth. So hopefully you're taking advantage of the stock market and the crypto market to grow your wealth, right? My main intent of coming on today was what a fool. Bible, the scripture says a fool and the money are soon departed. I didn't even look up the scripture to see what that's found, but I'm not preaching, I'm just sharing, right? A fool and their money are soon departed. So you don't want to be a fool with your money, right? You want to grow your wealth and not say bye-bye to your money. So just as I'm talking about a fool and their money are soon departed, I was talking about the three cryptos, right? And if you're not in profit into each one of them, then you were not buying at the right time, right? So you gotta figure out your game plan. You gotta figure out your strategy. You gotta figure out what it is you're doing right, what it is you're doing wrong. That what you're doing wrong, adjust, pivot. Don't continue to do the wrong thing. That what you're doing right, capitalize on it. Continue to grow that thing. Continue to refine that knowledge, so that knowledge can turn into greater and greater wealth for you. And then as I touch bases on 3 cryptos, of course I'm gonna touch bases on 3 stock, but I didn't write anything down. I was exhausted today, don't know why, and so I want to get back to sleeping. But in the meantime, if I was to focus on a few stock, right? Nvidia. Who hasn't been talking about Nvidia for the longest? I mean, I talk about Nvidia from time to time, but in case you didn't know, I'm a big fan of Nvidia, right? Love Nvidia, right? I'm a big fan of Palantir. Palantir has made me a lot of money, right? So still house of Palantir. Of course, I took some profit, had to lock it in, so right now, Nvidia is running, Palantir is running. So if you have some, of course, I'll continue to DCA smaller amounts as it's running up. But if I was to say about some stock that you would put on your radar for now, and anything I'm talking about, I'm not talking about it for the first time, but what is it, NVTS, I believe? I messed up the name, but the ticker symbol, right? That's a conductor, right? One of them semiconductors. So that, what is that going to be tied to right now? It's going to be tied to quantum computing. It's going to be tied to AI and what have you. It's really beat down. I believe it's in bed with NVIDIA. And so you would need to do your own research to see if that's something you want to take advantage of. Me personally, I am in profit in my position, and yes, I'm DCAing, and then at times I take a haircut, pull some off the table when it run up a really nice profit, and take and put a portion of it elsewhere, hold some of it to drop back in at any time and do a pullback, right? So things the 3 that I would say take a look at right now, put on your radar, at NVTS, and then your Bitcoin ETF. One of my favorites is BITO, right? The Ethereum ETF, ETH, and the other Ethereum ETF I like is ETHE, right? So of course, everything is running now. So if it's running, then of course their ETFs are going to be running. But those are something you could, really build you an insane position size just off of those 3 that I just put out, because they're low, right? And you can really build you some really strong positions. So as they begin to move, as they begin to take off, then you can make some really nice profit, right? So of course, I like SMCI, Supermicro. I've been in it for a while, and it's up. So it's something I will put on my radar, because in this game of investing, it's all about patience and consistency. Been saying that forever, and that's just the way it is. It's not a me thing. That's the way the market works, and you do yourself a favor by looking at stock and or crypto that's going to have a need or a purpose, a want, a desire for mankind over time, right? If you find something like NVTS and you catch it where it's at now, $8 and something, right? And you're able to hold on to it and build it and build it and build it, DCA, and you don't want to invest money that you're not going to need for at least a year or 2, right? But you're able to invest into, find you 3 quality things that you could just really build your nice position of. And of course, you can have your other stock and crypto that you're putting in, but you want three that you just want to be building. Give yourself a year or two to just build it, right? You give yourself a year or two to build something like I was talking about Palantir a while back, a year ago, right? So you get in Palantir when it's, let's just say 15. If you got in Palantir when it was 15 and you was just buying a share a week or just doing $10, $20 a week, right? $20 a week, $80 a month. And you did that for like 2 years and you had a nice strong position. So it ran from $10 to $129 and now it's been beyond that. But you give yourself time so you can build a nice strong position and then you capitalize on it as it begins to take off. And because you got in it early, you're in it for the ride, for the fun run up, right? You know, it's like some folks like, I want to catch it when it's on its way up. Well, if you catch it when it's at 99 and it's going to 129, you cannot, it's harder to build a strong position versus that you had caught it when it was 15 versus NVTS catching it where it's at now versus the Ditto Bitcoin ETF catching it where it's at now, right? The Ethereum ETFs and catching it where it's at right now. I'm already in profit, right? I've been in it for a while and I've been DCAing. But anyway, getting back to a fool in this money soon departed. As you've been in this game for a little while, maybe a year or two, and you've had your crypto begin to run and make you some money, and you having your stock to run and make you some money, you should have an idea of what you're going to do with your profits, right? Maybe you're going to take a portion of your profits to put it into better other opportunities in the stock market and crypto that'll be down. Then you can run them up like NVTS or the two ETF crypto ETFs I was talking about, right? But your plan might be to, I want to aggressively eliminate some debt. I want to become debt free. I want to reach that financial freedom, right? Then you should have you a plan before you make all these crazy profits, what you're going to do with them. So you don't be a fool and your money soon depart you, right? If you need a car, fine, go ahead and get what you got to get. But if it's not the need and you have this money, take care of the things that are needed, right? Reduce your overall debt so you can have more money to enjoy your life with, more money to invest into the stock market, into the crypto market, right? You got to do things to make your life easier, make your life better. I'm always talking about life-changing money. If you're not changing your life with your money, then you're going to be one of the ones that's a fool. And when your money is gone, your money says bye-bye. Only thing you did was satisfy wants and the appealing of the eye got these things that you've been looking at and that you want because you see other folks with it. Have yourself a game plan to make your life better and better to get to that life-changing finances, right? When you get the money, do something with it to change your life. Do something with it to change your life. If you don't change your life, then it's not life-changing. It was just something that passed through your hands, right? So I could go on and on, but I think I've said enough. Hopefully I've said something to pique your interest, something to get you going into a better direction, a good direction for your life. Making sure you're coming up with a strategy and a plan for what it is you're trying to achieve with the stock market and with the crypto market. Or maybe you're in a position and you make well enough money off of your income, that you're just in it for the long haul and you're just going to use it as a supplement to your 401k. Or if you work for yourself and you don't have a 401k, then you definitely need to be building you a stock portfolio and or crypto portfolio to take care of you when you can no longer work. I'm 14 minutes in. planning to be over in 10 minutes, so I believe I'm done. Let's not be a fool with our money and our money just say bye-bye. Let's put our army of dollars to work. Let's build our wealth, and let's tap into that life-changing money to make our lives better and better for ourselves, for our families, for our extended families. So with that being said, you guys take care and be blessed continually, my friend.